When people hear the word billionaire, their brain instantly jumps to yachts, private jets, diamond watches, and penthouses in the sky. Social media trained us to believe ultra wealth looks loud, shiny, and constantly on display. But that version of wealth is more fantasy than fact. It's the aesthetic layer. The surface. The stuff meant for people who are still impressed by things. Because once someone crosses into billionaire territory, money stops being about buying objects and starts being about shaping reality. Comfort is already solved. Luxury is already guaranteed. At that level, spending money is no longer emotional. It's strategic. Billionaires don't wake up asking what they can buy to feel rich. They wake up asking what they can control to stay powerful. That's the shift nobody talks about. Early wealth chases status. Ultra wealth builds systems. And those systems are mostly invisible. Yes, billionaires still own insane real estate, but not because they need space. Their properties are positions on a global chessboard. A penthouse in New York isn't just a home, it's proximity to finance. A townhouse in London isn't about architecture, it's about influence. A chalet in Switzerland isn't for skiing, it's for privacy, neutrality, and legal advantages. Some of these homes barely get used, that's the point. They exist so the owner can exist there if needed. Wealth at this level is about optionality, being able to appear anywhere that matters at a moment's notice. The same logic applies to yachts. To outsiders, yachts look like floating flexes. To billionaires, they're floating jurisdictions. At sea, rules soften. Paparazzi disappear. Meetings happen without records. Deals get discussed where no one's listening. A yacht is privacy with engines. It's a controlled environment in a world that's increasingly uncontrollable. Private jets follow the same pattern. They're not about speed. Commercial flights are fast enough. Jets are about friction removal. No lines, no delays, no energy wasted. When your decisions move markets, time becomes more valuable than money. Waiting is expensive. So billionaires buy time insulation. They buy the ability to move without resistance. But the most serious spending isn't flashy at all. It's quiet. Billionaires pour millions into security systems you never notice. Not obvious bodyguards, but predictive threat modeling, digital footprint suppression, reputation management, secure travel routing, private intelligence. The goal isn't protection through force, it's protection through invisibility. The safest billionaire is the one you don't realize is one. Privacy becomes the ultimate luxury. Some ultra-rich individuals buy neighboring houses just to keep distance. Others buy entire apartment floors and leave them empty, not for storage. For silence, for space, for control. In a world obsessed with exposure, being unreachable is power. Experiences also change at this level. Billionaires don't travel the way normal people do. They don't stand in lines or book packages or follow itineraries. They curate realities. Museums open after hours. Cities shut down streets. Concerts happen in living rooms. Instead of attending events, events are built around them. They don't consume culture, they summon it. Health becomes another obsession, but not in a gym bro way. Billionaires treat their bodies like high-value assets. They spend millions extending performance, not just lifespan. Genetic testing, experimental treatments, personalized longevity protocols, doctors on retainer, data tracking everything from sleep cycles to cellular aging. Because what's the point of infinite money if your body clocks out early? For the ultra-rich, aging is a problem to be engineered around. Then there's art, which might be the most misunderstood billionaire purchase of all. People think art is decoration. It's not. Art is stored power, it's tax strategy. It's cultural capital. It's an entry ticket to rooms money alone can't access. Owning certain pieces instantly signals legitimacy to other elites. Art isn't about taste, it's about language. It tells other powerful people, I belong here. Philanthropy plays a similar dual role. Some billionaires genuinely want to fix problems. Others understand that shaping solutions is a form of influence. Funding education, healthcare, climate research, or technology doesn't just help society, it guides it. Foundations last longer than companies. They shape narratives, policies, and priorities long after the original money was made. When billionaires give, they're not just donating. They're steering outcomes. Influence is rarely loud. Ultra wealth doesn't need podiums. It funds think tanks, research institutions, media platforms, policy initiatives. Not to control the world, but to gently nudge it. Influence works best when no one notices it happening. Eventually, spending turns toward legacy. This is where the mindset fully separates billionaires from everyone else. The question becomes less about living well and more about being remembered correctly. Money flows into family offices, education pipelines for heirs, historical positioning, narrative control. Billionaires don't want their story reduced to numbers. They want to be framed as builders, visionaries, world shapers. Legacy becomes the final asset they optimize. What's interesting is what billionaires don't spend on. They don't chase trends. They don't need loud branding. They don't buy validation. They don't waste energy proving anything. The flex isn't being seen. The flex is being untouchable. At this level, money loses its emotional charge. It becomes calm, precise. Every dollar has a job. Every purchase solves a problem or creates leverage. That's the real difference between rich and ultra-rich. One buys things, the other buys outcomes. And here's the part that actually matters for you. You don't need $1 billion to apply this thinking. The lesson isn't to copy what billionaires buy. It's to copy how they decide. Protect your time. Reduce friction. Invest in things that compound. Build systems instead of aesthetics. Think long-term instead of loud. Because the real secret of billionaires spending isn't luxury, it's intention.